your top week 17 defensive streamers. There are a few options that are out there in a bunch of leagues that I could see having 15 to 20 point upside. So let us dive on in, starting with the Chargers, who have been rock solid across their last 3 games, 17, 14, and 3 points allowed. And that included a Miami great offense, top 3 in the league. They really shut them down. We just saw the Chargers, dismantle the Colts. Only 3 points allowed, 7 sacks, 3 interceptions, just demolishing the Indianapolis Colts. They get the Rams coming in this week. And yes, Baker has had his moments, has looked good. The Rams put up 51 overall points. But I would not get distracted into thinking this is a good offense. They were gifted so many possessions inside Denver territory with the interceptions, with the defense just flat out quitting on the team. And I don't blame them at this point, quitting on them. The Chargers are 9-point favorites, and the Rams still, even with this monster game, 31st in total offense, 26th in scoring, 3rd in most sacks allowed, 7th in giveaways, 1st in the NFC in points allowed to defenses. So it is still a really, really good spot against a defense that's absolutely surging in your Chargers. So I love the Chargers. They're my top pickup option at 35% roster. They might be gone. So if they're not there for you, why not turn on over to the Jacksonville Jaguars, who quietly, across their last 3 weeks, are number 3 in fantasy points. They have 3 top 10 finishes with 12, 12, and 14 points in these last 3 weeks. And they now get the Texans. And I know the Texans have had a little bit more of a pulse these last few weeks. They're still 30th in the NFL in points per game, 2nd in points allowed to defenses. This is a solid spot for a Jaguars team that is crushing it right now in terms of fantasy defenses. And the last option I want to toss out there, both those are gone. I got 2 more for you. Why not? The first is the Giants, 12% rostered. And really, we just saw what happened to the Colts. They are an abysmal team. They already were an abysmal team, no matter who it was, whether it was Matt Ryan, Sam Ellinger. They were somehow even worse with Nick Foles. 2nd in the NFL in sacks allowed on the year, 1st in giveaways, 1st in fantasy points allowed. Giants, not a great defense, 27th in yards allowed, 20th in points allowed. But the Colts are that much worse. So at home against the Colts, I think this is a good spot for a Giants defense that has had actually a couple nice outings on the year. And if they're gone or you don't want to go to the Giants, you don't trust them, fine, I understand. But how about the Cardinals getting the Desmond Ridder-led abysmal Falcons offense? They've been somehow worse with Ridder. So definitely struggling in general. But we also get a Cardinals team that, yes, they're not a great defense, 22nd in yards, 30th in points. So they surrender some points. But they are 12th in fantasy scoring on the year, a defense 1, if you will, on the season, because they are very opportunistic. 5 touchdowns leads the NFL with defensive scores, the Arizona Cardinals. And I would not be shocked at all to see them put in a touchdown against the Falcons. Chasing a touchdown is always scary with your defenses, but that could be an option. Last team I'll just shout out to is the 39%. We've seen the Seahawks definitely crumbling these last couple of weeks with big line injuries, wideouts hurt there. So I can see the Jets, somehow out there in a bunch of leagues. So check for them. I would put them below the Chargers on this list, but that's about it. So definitely go check out the Jets too, one of the best defenses in the league in general. What is up, you fantasy wolf? Thanks so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, share your thoughts in the comments, check out some more videos, and join the newest Wolfpack by subscribing below.